going to be a close one. What about you? What do you think about today's game?
I mean, absolutely. This both these teams recognizable to say the least, right? Rogers and Park Center had pretty solid runs at the tournament last season. We know Park Center looked outstanding in just their very first season ever, doing a very good number on the fan favorite and league favorite Apple Valley. I mean, that team has been at the top of the charts, and Park Center held their own against them. So absolutely looking like a team that we have to keep our eyes peeled on this season, Beffin.
For sure. Adding on to that, Park Center, super good record. Last season, first season, 85% win rate. Pretty solid.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, that's actually insane for anyone that knows.
85% win rate. Sheesh.
Yeah. But also, they took a map 13-9 versus AVHS, the crown champions of Valorant. And that is no small feat. So
absolutely.
They can bring out that consistency, it'll be pretty nice. But that's not to say that it's not going to be a close one versus Rogers, because Rogers still actually has a pretty solid team so far in their 4 total matches played, only 2 that actually counted. But no one has taken more than 4 rounds against Rogers. So Rogers
that's
even
a crazy
has
stat as well.
13-0 in their last match. So they're going into this one pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, this Rogers team is definitely a team that has good synergy, Beffin. They have played together for a little bit of time. All these players know each other quite well. We have seen some of these names for a few seasons now. So this Rogers team getting on a comfortable pick in Ascent, they got to be feeling good for themselves going into this matchup. It's like the last thing that you can kind of hope for, right, is to kind of go in on a map where you're feeling very comfortable on. You and your team know exactly what to expect composition-wise. There's not many teams that kind of deviate from the status quo, which is the meta right now on Ascent. We saw a little bit at the VCT Madrid. Some teams switching it up like Loud, right? But very few teams switch from your usual Killjoy, Sova, Jet setup, right? Like these agents, Omen, that we see time and time again. We see almost in every single composition. So I'm expecting to see very similar agents on both sides. It's kind of a nice way to measure your strength team to team, because you're playing mirror comps essentially.
For sure. And yeah, honestly, comp is an interesting thing to talk about, because it's hard to deviate from the meta, because to do that, you have to be really confident in like what you're going to pick that goes against the meta. And,
right.
in a close match like this, like, I don't know if this is the time to deviate against that.
Agreed. You got to be on your A game when you're playing against the best of what MNVL has to offer. And Park Center has proven that they are one of the teams to look out for. Rogers doing so as well, sitting at 2-0, folks. Our only matchup of the evening. So thanks everyone for coming out. Make sure you let your friends know. Got to tune in now if you were looking to catch the Valorant action at stake here tonight. Undefeated record will be claimed. Will it be Rogers? Will it be Park Center? We do not know yet, but Battleground will be Ascent, the MNVL Timeless Classic. We wouldn't want it any other way. We will be loading into the game momentarily. Any final words that you want to offer to the broadcast, Beffin, before we get this show underway?
Nothing really, other than be prepared for a close one.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Best of one here, folks. Want to take a quick shout out moment to our sponsors, our wonderful sponsors, Undeniably Dairy, as you can see on screen, producing some of the best produce, might I say, on this side of the Mississippi. So much love from Team MNVL to Team Undeniably Dairy. And a second shout out to our collegiate sponsors, folks. Could not be anywhere without them, that being CSP, Lyon College, and University of North Dakota, folks. Thank you very much to our lovely sponsors. Beffin, let's take a look at our agent select, break it down here. We see a double duelist on the side of Park Center. Wait, nope, names are reversed. Park Center would be the side on defenders with Roar. Rogers repping it on attackers. Beach Bunny being that head force for the side of Rogers. He's a nasty player, and he's on that Phoenix, so he's going to be up to some dirty work, I believe.
For sure. And I like how you pretty much predicted all the staples in Ascent comp. They got the Omen. We're seeing Jess. We're seeing Sova. Sova is just such a staple on this map, covering like that B side, that dart, maybe the Odin, the wall bangs. He's just too good on this map, even despite all the nerfs that he's received. And it's just kind of like interesting seeing this map that's been in rotation since forever, but still playing these staple picks.
The Phoenix it's a niche pick, I will say. Both teams
True.
rocking the double duelist is interesting. Phoenix is very good on this map. I think it's one of the better maps for Phoenix. There's so many tight corners where his flashes are really doing work. Gonna see a lot of blinded targets from that curveball flashbang. The other thing to note, Senna locking the chamber. So deviating a little bit from the Sentinel usual pick of the Killjoy, going with the chamber. I mean, I will say everybody in MNVL audience knows how I am about chamber. I'm absolutely the biggest chamber fanboy, probably in Valorant. I don't think many people have a better chamber than me, And I think almost everybody in the server would agree with that, I think universally. So just go ahead and put that one out there as we get things underway here. Beffin, Rogers starting out on attack, Park Center on the defender side.
Yeah, I mean, all the characters that were picked all serve a great role in this game. So it's going to be really interesting to see who gets the momentum going first. But
now pushing into sight quickly. Mike up close, takes down one, gets traded out by Taro. 4v3 situation. Rogers rushing into the site, trying to flood through with the smokes. Beach Bunny going to drop Senna. Saint going to trade one back from Beach Bunny. Now a 3-on-2 scenario. Rogers still with the man advantage. Taro looking for paranoia play, trying to blind these defenders. And Porsche takes down both. What an opening round from Rogers. We were talking about it in the pre-lobby, Beffin. And what did I say? I said Rogers had to come out of the gates swinging, and they had to start it off early, and here they are.
Yeah, and a game that's as close as this, you got to get this momentum going and run with it. Like, it's really anyone's game, and, we see Rogers with a really quick win, and Park Center has to keep it cool, calm, and collected to come back from that. But, I really like Rogers' full buy here to, keep that with the intention of keeping that momentum going. And let's see if Park Center can recover any of that this round.
Their economy is going to be a little bit behind schedule, but attackers making a quick effort to get out of A main. A dash out from the Jet. Mike takes down Dino. Now the attackers are dropping like flies as the defenders take down two. All of a sudden, it's a 3v5 defenders with a two-man advantage trying to flood back into this site, but Slow Car drops two. All of a sudden, we have ourselves a 3-on-3. Jet finally goes down. Two players at the tree position. Attackers getting swarmed on both sides, but Beach Bunny drops the flanker. Now it's just Taro in a 1v2, and she comes through and takes down both. What a play from the Rogers side of things. Taro shutting it down.
Absolutely insane round. I would have not expected that round to go that way at all, especially with the way the economy was looking. We only had Deagles on Park Center side, but I guess they got a bunch of Deagle demons on that team because that was close.
I mean, we know that you are not to trifle with the Park Center shooters. They are active. These players mean business when they arrive on the server. But what a turnaround from Slow Car and Taro to pull that round back from the depths of Davy Jones' locker and lock it in for Rogers. Now Park Center have their first buy round of the game here. Beffin going to have rifles to boot across the board. They really have to come through
for sure
and confirm this round. I mean, attackers are on that broken buy, right? This is where you save economy. You push things into that fourth round where you and your mates would all be able to buy rifles as well. Beach Bunny with a Phantom, though, could get up to some nasty things in the tree position.
Really interesting Phantom buy here. I kind of respect the confidence, though.
Might have had it from the last round, too. You got to keep that in mind.
That's true.
Sometimes they just buy light armor, and they still get it. They greed that rifle. But Chamber going to take down Porsche. Thought they had a timing towards Bravo. Not going to happen. Paranoia out from Taro, pushing through. Sheriff out. Senna going to take down Taro. Defenders starting this round off nicely. Park Center getting the start they needed here, Beffin.
For sure. Park Center has the advantage here. This is their golden chance to change the momentum, but they're getting down pretty low here.
Beach Bunny getting a couple. Will finally get taken down. 3K now for Senna on the chamber. Just Dino left in a 1 versus 3, 20 seconds. Not really anything to make out of this unless they can find a way outside of B. Both defenders a little bit off of the site, but timing going to be of essence here. 10 seconds now, winding down. Low HP on to Nico, going to go down. All of a sudden, Killjoy has a little bit of a lane, goes for the plant, Senna going for the push. It's going to be a 1v1. Can they get the shots to happen? No go. It's a 4K for the chamber. It's going to be round number 1 on the board for Park Center.
Yeah. I mean, really good that Park Center was able to keep it cool. They knew that they had the economy, you know, to have the advantage and just, you know, strike back. Senna with a clean, you know, what was it, 4K that round?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, insane stuff. You know, for Rogers to start winning again, though, they have to do the same thing that Park Center did. Just, you know, keep it cool. Wait for the eco to be back in swing and, you know, like not let it get to them. But we'll have to see how this momentum keeps going for who.
Both teams going to have a bye here. Quick paranoia to start this round out. Rogers wasting no time to flood into the A main space. Beach Bunny sprinting out, taking sight. The dash to top generator goes 1 for 1. Beach Bunny doubles down on the entry. Big time plays from Rogers. 4 on 3 now. Defenders retaking through the heaven position quickly. Tour de Force takes down 1. Into a 3v1, Beffin. It's just Nico that remains trying to make it happen, but it's a 3K from Beach Bunny. And Rogers Gunners are making it happen right now. 3-1 start. Explosiveness is the one word that comes to mind when I'm thinking of this Rogers offense so far.
For sure. And I really like that despite the fact that that round didn't go so well for them last round, like, they still went in swinging full confidence. Jets dashing straight in there. Phoenix blind, running in through the smoke. Like, that's the type of confidence that you need to win a close game like this.
Agreed. And it's got to be together, right? It's synchronized. Both those duelists coming at you head on. What do you do as a defender to avert that horde of an army coming at you, right? It's just You're running for the hills. I mean, there's no counterplay. Now a quick split through the A main in cap position. This time it's Slowcar to open up the bloodbath. Mike going to trade one back on Atero. Doubles down for his efforts. Porsche going to finally trade it out, followed up by Slowcar. And again, it is Rogers winning out in the trade war. 3v2. A minute and 15 seconds on the clock. These rounds are going by lightning fast.
So true. And I find it really respectful that even on Park Center's side, even when they're down in eco, you know, they're still buying these shares and getting these like pretty nice plays, even though they have the disadvantage. Like Mike picking up consistent
shots, but not
2Ks.
Amounting to what Park Center is looking for, right? They're getting some kills here and there, but not together enough, right? It's a little bit of distance between. These retakes are a little bit choppy, right? It's not in sync. Right. Rogers' pushes have been fluid so far. So working as one has been, I think, well in Rogers' favor. They got to keep this kind of effort up. Now we see a little bit of a split coming up. One player over towards the B side of things, that being Soba. The rest of the attackers over towards A side, Beffin. So waiting to see what Rogers is cooking up this time. Senna takes a 1, and that's what I'm talking about. Defenders not playing off each other in any way, shape, or form. What can Mike bring out of a tough situation? Gets 2. Now smoked off. Eats the curveball. Will go down. Beach Bunny known for the flashes, but Roar finally letting himself be heard. 3-on-1 now. Park Center desperately need this round. They got to convert here.
100%.
Porsche comes back and wins this. I don't know, Beffin. I might flip one early.
But like I said, there it comes. Is, you know, Park Center's insane fraggers just staying calm and showing that their aim is nothing to be scoffed at. Brandon picking up 2 in a 1v4 situation. Jet picking up and trading, and Jet peeking and getting 2 more as well. It's like these guys are, you know, nothing to scoff at.
Oh, good work from Mike getting 2, but again, the thing I'm looking for is these defenders got to find a way to play off of each other. They got to have some sort of a crossfire, some sort of, you know, peeking off one another. Chamber didn't even have the rendezvous set down for teleporting back, just peeked that main and died straight up. So, you know, going out that aggressive, you got to find a way to have your team be able to help you, right? We're playing a 5v5 game here. You're playing with teammates. How can they help you out? Mike making it happen. The solo show so far.
For sure.
From Park Center. Really been the name we're looking at. Roar is a superstar player. we are very well aware of, but so far not showing too fiercely just yet. Bladestorm's out, though. Could this be the round? Roar doubles down, dashing into the fray, a 3K. And now the attackers will fall, and Park Center brings us within 1.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you that what the defenders are missing is that teamwork piece. But, you know, just the raw skill from some of these players is like kind of making up for lost time. Like that Jet confidently peeking that smoke, hitting nice little taps, like, you know, super cool to see from Roar having that confidence, even
mechanical beast for sure.
100%.
He's probably one of the higher ranked players in MNVL as well. I know Radiant without a doubt. So we've seen a lot from Roar. Roar played in the finals. This Park Center team, this Park Center team in just the last state. So we are very aware of what these players are capable of. A fast A hit to come out. Mike gonna drop this time. It's Slowcar opening things up. Roar getting blinded for a moment, will readjust. Take down Beach Bunny. The quick scope looked good, but Slowcar quicker on the trigger. Getting a 3K. Saint will finally take him down. Now into a 3-on-2. Both defenders at the heaven position here. Trying to flood on through. Great paranoia again from Taro, holding these defenders at bay.
Yeah, I mean, right there is you kind of saw the downfall of
trying to peek out
uncoordination.
Peeks from main. Both players at Jenny. Fight going the way of Rogers. Taro taking down both. Good shots from her. And Rogers advance. And they keep that round lead. And that's exactly what they needed to do right there, Beffin. Getting a little bit of insurance added to their lead.
For sure. Looks like I'm going to be looking for a B hit here. And after they start stacking a bunch A. I do like that their patience, though, is that Park Center still is playing a perfect split, even though they've gone A basically every single round. But they're going to switch it up this round, and I wonder if Rogers can just sprint it down and take it home like they've been.
Let's see what we have. A quick paranoia through main. Rogers forces rushing up out of the A main position, flooding on through lane, dropping both defenders instantaneously. Beach Bunny on an absolute mad one. Running it down through B main. Taro closing or planting that spike. Dino takes one down. Slowcar another. Roar will finally find the first of the round. But, I mean, 4 of his mates dropped before he was able to find that consolation prize. And at this point, this is surely a Rogers round in the bag. Roar seeing if they can get out with the Vandal. Maybe opting for a little more, but that Sova Owl drone will spot him. And at this point, dead to rights. Beach Bunny with the wallbang headshot. And it's Rogers up 6-3.
Yeah. Man, I just am really loving Rogers' team play here. Like, that's the thing. You're completely correct that Park Center is missing that team play piece, the synergy that they need to, you know, to defend like such a fast push. Because, I mean, Rogers' pushes are really good. They have Jet smokes. I mean, Omen smokes as well. They got the flashes to enter. And everyone's trading. No one's dying for nothing in Rogers' pushes. They're always getting traded, and I really love to see that.
Well-oiled machine is what the Rogers attack is looking like. Senna takes down Beach Bunny in the ultimate form. Now dashes into the smoke, trying to put themselves on the line. Porsche going to find an opener, and immediately the attackers rain down on the defenders. 3 of them drop simultaneously into a 4v2 situation, and now it's just Roar again. In a familiar state, 1v3, clutch scenario. Are you built for this? Just a sheriff in hand. First shot not going to ring out. Position now given away. This would be something of a spectacle. Going to be tough to bring it back. The Phoenix Wall burns them up. And now it's Rogers with a 7-3 lead. Making waves on this attack side, Beffin.
For sure. What do you think Park Center needs to do? Well, yeah, what do you think Park Center needs to do besides the team play to get this one back?
Well, I mean, that's just the biggest thing on the defender side is you're always, attackers have the advantage of they can always be grouped up and have more manpower and man advantage because defenders are always split up in their forces. So the truthfully is the team play is just the biggest and the most important thing about defense side of things. If you're not playing off of the strength of your only other site partner, Mike now tucked again, like able to shoot with Jet there is the big thing. But Roar's playing tucked, not peeking out just yet. And then Roar drops for nothing, right?
Oh, no.
Didn't even get anything out of that. Tucked, left Mike out to dry, and now they're paying the ultimate price as Rogers will drop him off yet again. Park Center getting a little bit razzled in this first half, if I do say so myself. Rogers, without a doubt, the underdogs coming into this, and right now Park Center getting mobbed.
Yeah, I mean, a switch up like this is always awesome to see. Like I said, like we addressed earlier in the match, you know, whoever gets the ball and gets it going is going to be looking pretty strong this match. But, you know, we still have that half split that could really be a mental reset from Park Center that, you know, could be their hope now that they get the chance to play as 5. I still really think that Park Center has a great chance to bring this one back.
Good opening from Senna. Anything can happen, but the team play has just been far superior the way of Rogers. But this round starting to go the way of Park Center. Don't feel so strongly about that push into that smoke. Maybe biting off a little more than you can chew for the moment, but hey, I am not the player.
For sure.
2v4, trying to push out on the site, going for the plant, very low HP in main. The dash out over, and that's going to be the round in the bag. Half done, 8-4. Rogers, very well played. Park Center doing well to bring it back in the end. Now, this is the time for Park Center to activate. Roar and Mike need to start putting in that overdrive work if they're going to bring this one back.
For sure. You know, 4-8 does look pretty rough, but honestly, with the reset, the side reset, like everyone's back on even ground. So I really think that if Park Center, you know, just takes a breath, recollects, they can really take us back with no problem. But it's going to be kind of hard, you know, getting over that as well. But we'll see how it goes.
Yes, indeed. Pistol round, second half, moments away. Can Park Center start to mount this comeback? 8-4 we go. That dart landing on Jet's head, I think. That was absurd. I don't know how they're alive. Senna going to drop Beach Bunny. That's a prize target to find on the Rogers side of things.
100%.
How will they maneuver? One defender down. Senna taking down a second one as well. Isolating the ones on Chamber. Something fierce with that headhunter. Now Rogers in a tricky spot. Porsche will even that score. Taking down the Chamber. Now it's a 3v4.
Yeah, I mean, I like Park Center's recognition of, like, they noticed all the Killjoy setup on A, and they're like, yeah, we don't have to deal with this. Let's go deal with this Sova that's isolated on B site. And, you know, they're just still kind of playing slow, trying to see if Rogers will make any mistakes in there. But with Mike, you know, on that lurk, but they got to make a move sometime.
Yeah, they got to make a move. Indeed. Defenders trying to gamble stack correctly, but so far not here. It's just Porsche left to hold the Wolves at bay. Site taken. Spam through smoke. Good. Roar going to take down Porsche. All of a sudden, it's a 4-on-2. Defenders left on the odd position out of this round. Should be able to lock in this pistol for the side of Park Center if they play it properly. Dino goes down. The push through smoke. Taro takes down one. Looking unlikely. What can she find? The swing out. Denied. Mike will find it. 5-8 we go. Park Center puts the first round of the second half on the board.
Yeah. Absolutely huge first round. The first round in this new half, the newest half, like, really decides the trajectory of a lot, and super good to see Park Center taking that back. Now they're going to opt for that full buy and keep that momentum going.
Yep, great momentum shifter / starter to kick off the second half. Nothing better than winning the pistol to open things up. But now, how do they follow up on that? They have the weaponry. Defender side going to be feeling not so good. dealing with just the classics, the free guns, if you will. Senna takes down Fast Car. This chamber really starting to get rolling here. Beach Bunny thought he had a timing, going to get taken down in the process. Attackers trying to take through mid. Senna on for 3 now, farming up those eco frags. Got to get them. Somebody's got to do it. Roar now, looking up close. Doesn't fully clear tree. A little bit of a lazy clear. Quick on the way to clear to heaven. We'll take
nice
one down. Dino will take down a teammate because of it, but won't amount to anything else. So just losing one in the process, not the end of the world for the attacking side. Got to be feeling good. Rogers only down 2 rounds, or Park Center only down 2 rounds now.
Yeah. But I will say, though, on Rogers' side, from Beach Bunny, I still like his initiative or confidence to go for that peak because he knows that he doesn't have too much to lose in that round. And he's still peeking the rifles with the classic, and that's definitely the confidence that you need. But
I'm in agreement. I like that.
Yeah,
you got to have somebody looking for that kind of, round-winning play or open up the round play because you're at the disadvantage. You don't have the weaponry to sit back and just let the attackers come at you with the better weapons. Beach Bunny in mid now. Let's see how the defenders hold this up against the bonus buy from the attackers. The defense from Rogers really needs to come through and shut down this round. So far, Park Center not even grabbing the spike, opting to leave it in base as they look to split through A.
Yeah.
For the beginning parts of this round. Opener for Nico. That's tough. Porsche with the equalizer.
I really like Park Center's, they have a completely different attacking play style. Rogers is just 5 stacking rushing, and it worked perfectly for them, so good for them. But Park Center choosing to take it a little bit slow at their own pace, and they're playing their own game versus Rogers' game. So I like that they have their own strategy in mind. That's really makes it so much harder to predict, just straight up.
Yeah, I mean, how long do you wait as the attackers now flooding on through, dropping the smokes? Defenders should be alerted that it is a B hit underway. The flood on through. Beach Bunny will take down 1, but it's only going to be the 1. And now it's a 3-on-2. Defenders left out of the round. Taro and Porsche to retake in a 2-on-3. From the bonus round, this would be a major conversion, Beffin, if the attacking side can come through on this round.
For sure.
We're going to need something huge out of Taro or Porsche. Good dart to start things out. In no location of a few of the defenders. The peek from stairs, not ready for it. Sova droning on through, trying to gain some info. Taro TPing out. Looking for contact, getting scanned by the dart. Now wallbang coming through.
Got to play together for this one.
Defenders going to have to start to speed this up just a little bit here. They are down a man. Spike is ticking away. At this point, it's looking dusted. And the attackers finding a clean 3-0 start to this half. Economy reset for the defenders. Back on a save. And they got to be feeling down bad after the 4-8 half. Now almost completely washed away before their eyes. And this is the eco round, Beffin, so almost certainly looking at an 8-8.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm really interested to see how this is going because, it's a very volatile game. We have 2 very close teams. At any point in this game, the momentum could completely shift. Obviously, right now, it's in Park Center's favor, but all Rogers need is 1 rifle round win to start getting that back. But they're going to go for the 5-man rush for the first time.
They know the enemy team is on an eco round. They don't have the funds to hold them at bay. They did not gamble stack properly. So the site is lost. Defenders going to have to force a retake in a 5-on-5 scenario when weaponry is not in your favor. So we'll see what the defenders come up with for Rogers' side. Beach Bunny will find the first. And a second found as well. Good start. Quickly traded back. 3-on-2 now. Defenders finding a way to make this one interesting. Now a 2-on-1. Reyna, Mike, can you make the play? Beach Bunny takes a 1. It's just Taro left to do it. Mike.
He has no bullets.
Yeah, 12 is enough, though. All it takes is 1 to the head with a Vandal. The Sheriff is out. Not going to happen. Mike takes her down 8-8. And we are all tied up. And it's starting to get a little bit interesting, a little bit nerve-wracking if you're on the side of Rogers, Beffin.
Yeah, I mean, super close round. But that hope is, what Rogers really needs. Right now, full even ground. 5v5 rifles. Rogers has perfect opportunity to take it back. You know, Mike really had to, you know, had a bit of a reality check there. He had to lock in and focus there for that 4K, but you know, it's still anyone's game.
Let's play.
Oof.
I mean,
awkward little dart there.
Pretty good work overall, though, you gotta say, out of the attacking side to come out, take 4 rounds in a row.
For sure.
Completely equalize it, and now going back for the default, right? Slow burn, slow work towards A, controlling B main and mid space.
Yeah, I mean, Park Center just playing impatient, looking for mistakes. I really like that they know that there's time in the round. Like, time is money, really. Like,
4-on-4. Attackers splitting up through catwalk position, trying to take it to A. Spike is a little bit delayed, a little bit caught out. Senna will make it a 3K and a 4K. Tour de force coming through. Park Center have been lights out on this attack so far, Beffin, as they find their 6th consecutive round.
Insane.
Wait, hold on. No, yeah. 6th consecutive round. No, I'm trolling.
It's 5.
5th round.
5. Yeah, it's 5.
I was looking at the attacker round from...
but hey, maybe that's a premonition. We'll see another win this round.
Who knows? I mean, at this rate, they're up against it, and this is the part of Valorant that's tough, right? Mm-hmm. Every money round, right, where you have rifle, the next round, if you can't convert it on defender side, you're on a broke buy. So they're on these measly weapons that just cannot compare to the Vandals and Phantoms that you are seeing on the attacker side.
Yeah. But can't count them out just yet. They've had some pretty close rounds on buy versus no buy. You know,
for sure.
These guys have
and
been
not trying to take
off.
Anything against or away from them. It's just the fact that, you know, being on these save rounds, it's very tough to convert. They have been very close, but it has still been Park Center
favored,
finding a way to come out with the round win. Beach Bunny tucked close. How strict is Roar going to clear this position? He smokes close, jiggles it, spots out the player. The curveball good. They see him dead to rights. They sniffed out the Phoenix. Beach Bunny goes down, and all of a sudden, it's a 5-on-4. Rogers down a man. Porsche takes down one. Senna on the trade, though, immediate. Park Center. Oh, slow car. That shot was possessed.
That's what I'm saying about these Deagle demons, man.
Demons, yeah. That one's going to haunt your nightmares. Sheesh. Now Senna, 3v3 scenario. Rogers trying to get back into it. A second from slow car.
God.
Okay. On for one of the craziest sheriff rounds we've seen. Go off.
Does he bring out the knives is the question.
3-on-2. Hasn't done it yet. I think picked up a Vandal. Right there, now peeking out, will get taken down by Senna. The Killjoy ultimate is out. The attackers have to push out. They know exactly what this means. Dino up close. The peak. Taro not ready for the swing. Mike will get the finisher. And it is another round for Park Center. 6 unanswered rounds on the attacker side. And they are 3 rounds away from closing out the show.
For sure. Park Center with a pretty dominant 6 wins in a row. But, like I said, I really like that Rogers is by no means going down without a fight. These rounds have been super close with people popping off with these eco buys. It's like, you know, Park Center is not in the clear yet. They really still have to keep it going 100%.
Absolutely. I mean, the thing is, defenders, they just haven't found a read on the attackers' positioning, right? How they are approaching these rounds. Every round, something different. Every round, switching it up. I mean, switching up as to where they're ending. The same defaults, the same map control every round, right? Always in control. Beach Bunny equalizing somewhat. Down a man still for the side of Rogers. And now it's just Beach Bunny by himself. 1-on-4 situation. Almost certainly looking at 11-8 here. Unless Beach Bunny's up to something spectacular.
He's got to run it back. He could do something crazy.
Yeah. Spike heading towards the Bravo site, though. Beach Bunny aware of it now.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to retake this, Beffin.
Yeah, they know exactly where Beach Bunny was, but I really like that Park Center's showing some respect and going for the absolute best play, which is still hitting that rotate, you know, that now there's basically he has to pull off a miracle to win this one.
Now, getting into sight, a little bit of a timing. 2 players towards main. Has the ultimates up to against though, and it's just too much.
Yeah.
For Beach Bunny in that case. Even if they get the kill on backside, it's not going to matter.
The question is, what do you think Rogers needs to take it back? Because on the other side of it was pretty obvious that Park Center needed to play with each other, but Rogers is still like feels like they don't necessarily have too much of a glaring weakness. But I do think that they're making too many mistakes while Park Center is just chilling on the prowl looking for those mistakes. Like, I think they just need to realize that they're defending and they got to wait for them. But what do you think?
I think the defenders are just giving a first blood immediately. Yeah. Almost instantaneously into some of these rounds.
We see that again just now.
And they are scrambling to fill in the holes. They're in a ship that is just taking a hole in the bottom of the boat, and then it's oh, we got to patch that up. Oh no, now the hole's over there, and now they're getting rushed A main, and now the defenders are rotating Bravo, but it just doesn't matter. It's just too late, and Rogers is facing up against their demons right now.
100%. Everyone going down so fast too. Just jumping in. Wow. That's part of it, though, is that, you know, Rogers' eight round wins, like, was on the backs of their confidence, right? But that same confidence is showing to be a little bit of their downfall while they play this defense, because they're peeking these angles that really they have no advantage in peeking, and they should be punished for. And they are getting punished for them pretty hard. So that's that confidence just coming back and, like, biting them in the butt a little bit.
At this point, yeah, the Rogers defense, they just don't really know how they're supposed to defend. And now we're going to see the first B rush from the attacking side that we've seen in quite some time.
Dash.
First blood, though, going the way of the defenders. Porsche finally going to open out for Rogers. They got to get something going here. Senna going to trade it back. 4v4. Roar making it happen. Park Center on match point. This could be it. This could be Rogers 0. Turning into a 1 right here, right now. It's just 2 defenders left, and that's going to do it.
Oh, my gosh.
Park Center will be closing out the show with a flawless attacker side, absolutely lighting up the server. And, I mean, that was something quite fierce put on from the attacker side of things over at Park Center. My goodness, what a second half from them.
100%. Like I said, you know, that game was anyone's game at any point, more or less. The momentum, the calmness that needed to happen from Park Center to stay calm and, you know, get that reset from the half, you know, it was great. It was super well executed. But Rogers, you know, their confidence brought them strengths, but also some weaknesses. And I think both sides showed some large weaknesses that they should work on, but, you know, in the end of the day, Park Center took it home by having less weaknesses.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, that second half was lights out in comparison, right? There's a few hiccups on both sides, obviously some things to work on. But overall, Park Center ripping things up on the second half. We are going to cut to a quick break, check in and see if we have an interview. We will be right back, folks. So stick with